All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins. Joined with our hosts, we got Ryan Gilbert and freshly cut, haircut Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
I'm doing good. My Fly guys got 2 big points last night. Big win there, so I'm still riding high from that.
Yeah, doing well myself. Finally, a good night of betting on Tuesday night there. It's been a while. And yeah, I got the haircut today, and I spent like hours shopping shirts, and I have to get a new hoodie because my East Van one is kind of falling apart. I wear it for work and all, but still, it's getting raggedy. Oh, Leafs scored. Let's go. So I was looking up black metal stuff. I ended up settling on this customized little hoodie. So I put a little German eagle on the back. It's fucking sick.
You're a loser.
yeah. So from East Van to East Germany, I guess. So I spent a lot of money on clothes today, which is not usually my thing.
Yeah, you know what? I got a shirt customized the other day. I think it was for Jess's birthday, or no, I think it's part of a Valentine's Day gift or something. I got our cat. I got Bowie on his shirt. And he's just sitting there. He's got his little tongue out. He's looking all cute and stuff. So that's pretty wicked. I'm doing good, boys. I'm so tired. I took too long cooking dinner. I bit off more than I can chew. I made some chili rellenos with some homemade fried beans and some homemade Mexican rice. And I was this will only take me a couple hours. Oh my God, dude. It was like a fucking 4-hour project. So I got a belly full of Mexican food. Austin Matthews scored 2 goals. So I feel like I should get credit for that, just repping the Mexican Toronto pride. So you're very welcome, Austin. But other than that, I'm doing swell. Let's jump right into this, though, man. Everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. We got hockey. We got 11 games coming out tomorrow. We're going to jump into that pretty quick. March Madness. Boys, any update on everything going on with March Madness or what?
See ya, Virginia. They continue to play like shit. Lost to another bad mid-major or whatever. That's it. The real games start tomorrow.
Yeah, we got one more first 4 games. Let's starting pretty soon. Colorado Boise State, 2-10 seeds. But March Madness starts Thursday. And make sure you get your March Madness merch or anything college basketball, hockey stuff. Use the promo code Madness for 15% off in the SGPN store.
Right on. That's good. Other stuff going on. Baseball, that's going to be here in a week? I think it kicks off in a week.
It's here. There was a first game this morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time over in Korea.
Regular season?
Yeah, Dodgers.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious, that's crazy. That's going on. Basketball is going on. Before we know it, the NFL draft's going to be here too in like a month, so that'll be pretty sweet. Looking forward to that. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. You can find all that information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out. Listening to the other shows, everybody absolutely kills it. Does an awesome job. Be sure to check out all the articles that are being written as well. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. How's playoffs going for you, bud? You doing okay?
I'm doing around the playoffs. I only have a few leagues, but I'm still alive.
It's very nice. I'm in the last week of my league, and I get a fucking first round bye because I finished first in the league, baby. Team Bracco's Coke Nose is going all the way to the championship. Let's go. And of course, shout out to all of our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's always popping off. We had a lot of fun in there last night. Some good discussions going in there throughout the day as well. Great time in there last night. Dilly kills me, bro. I was honestly crying at some of the things I was reading last night. That was hilarious. So if you want to get in the Discord, reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account or social media assistant producer. He's an absolute stud. He'll tell you everything you need to know. He'll get you in there for sure. Or what else you can do is you can go and look for full-brimmed sealskin hats in Canada. And if you happen to find one, you'll see my boy Joel Meyer looking for one as well, so he can hook up one of our friends down south with it. So if you happen to know where to get a sealskin full-brimmed cap, be sure to reach out to us. We can help our pals out. Hell yeah.
Is that what that hat was? I was scrolling back through all of it, and I saw this picture of some hat pop up. What the fuck is this?
You should have read the whole conversation. It was
yeah.
Maybe I'll have to go back.
Yeah. Speaking of our SMAP, we never really touted this, but he created a website for us. We haven't been promoting it. HockeyGamblingPodcast.com. It's very clean, very cool. Lots of good information there. It lists some podcasts that I listen to regularly, and there's some cool pictures of us too.
There's a couple of Easter eggs in there as well, so we'll give you for that.
Some inside jokes.
Yes, never know what you might find. That's awesome. All right, let's get into our lock dogs and totals from our last show here. We were all together. I think these games were for March the 19th, if I believe. I did some outing. I went 2-1, up 2.44 units. Ryan went 2 up 0.03 units. Jolie went 1-2, down 0.4 units. Buddy, you're just bagging for Easter, right? Holy shit. I'll start us off here for my lock. I had Carolina in regulation versus New York Islanders at plus 114. Easy win here, man. It was a 4-1 final. I think Canes were up like 3-0 after the first period or something like this. It was a pretty dominant performance from a slipping Islanders team. For my dog, Boston Bruins on the puck line plus 114 versus the Ottawa Senators. Again, another kind of stress-free game. Here was a 6-2 Boston final. Again, up 2-0 after the first period. They were just all over Ottawa, and then they kicked the tires and lit the fires in the third period with 3 unanswered goals, which kind of helps the cause. And then for my total, this was one that I really liked this bet. I was pretty surprised to kind of see it, not happen. I had the St. Louis, Colorado under 6.5 minus 118. It was looking all right. I guess after the first, it was a 1-1 game. Scoring opened up a little bit in the second period, though, with 4 goals. And then obviously Rantanen, once there's 6 goals, you're fucked and it's a tie game. So Rantanen made it 4-3, I believe. Colorado beat St. Louis. Hat-trick. Good for him, man. That's good.
Myself. My lock was the Golden Knights minus 135 at home against the Lightning. My only loss here on the lock dog total, but by that point in the night, I was happy enough with my night anyway, so it wasn't too bad. On my dog, Jets plus 105 at the Rangers. I think they came away with like a 4-1 win, I think was the final there. So Jets really 4-2. So Jets really showing out here out of the playoffs. And then my total, Leafs Flyers over 6.5 minus 102. It was 3-0 Flyers going into the third. The live over under was at 5.5, but the Leafs came back. Flyers held them off for a 4-3 win there.
2 comments on those bets. The Lightning one, I think the Knights were actually the better team in that one. I was on the Lightning, but that was the wrong side. The Knights were the right side in that one. But Vasilevsky, another stunning performance, and Aiden Hill led in a couple leaky ones. And the Leafs Flyers game, I think that was a bad bet. I think that one should have got under. It was pretty low event, and just the Leafs with garbage time. That's when they open up. So I guess that saved your ass. Didn't save mine though. That was my total. Lost the Leafs over 6.5 or 3.5 at plus 110. Almost they were pushing with like a minute left there, and they couldn't get it done. I locked though the Canucks in regulation minus 125. This is pretty comfortable. The Canucks dominated the Sabres start to finish. Sabres on a back-to-back, but part of my handicap was that Devon Levi would be in for his first game in a while in the NHL, and he was outstanding. He's the only reason why this wasn't like a 5-1 win for the Nucks. Smith was fine on the other end, but yeah, very happy with that bet. And my dog, I'm very happy with this bet too. Like, this was the right side. The Blue Jackets money line against the Red Wings. Blue Jackets dominated this game for 50 minutes. They were up 3-2 at that point, but then they just turtled. I could see why this team gives up so many fucking leads in the third period. Like they did everything opposite of what they were doing the first 50 minutes, and they just fell apart. And Tarasov had to bail about it multiple times. 12 seconds left. Fucking Red Wings score to tie the game, and then of course Patrick Kane does it again in overtime. Remember, I had a lock I locked up the Avs at one point, and the same fucking thing happened. Red Wings tied it late, and then Patrick Kane scored in overtime. So fucking 2 bad beats there. But I had the over 2, so whatever. It actually was a better return that way. But anyway, fuck the Red Wings.
Glad we cleared that up. All right, let's get some ads going here.
All right, yeah. We're brought to you by the SGPN subscriber-only March Madness contest. Contest is free to enter and only open to subscribers of any of SGPN shows. For every show you're subscribed to, you'll get bonus credits to use in the contest. It's a bankroll-style contest, winner-take-all for a $1,000 prize or $2,000 if you're subscribed to the Sports Gambling Podcast Patreon. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/madness to enter. And Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Peer-to-peer social betting is a new and better way to bet. You can bet directly against other users on any event with a verifiable outcome. And they got stuff like group chats, betting leaderboards, head-to-head histories, profiles, fan groups, and more. You can create your own bets. Cut handles the payment side of things, and you get rewards, get cash back every single time you bet against your friends or other users. So download Cut today in the App Store or over at cut.com. That's KUTT, and use promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. And of course, Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. Pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat for a chance to win big. You can win up to 100 times your money in a single entry. So sign up today with promo code HGP and get your first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as an instant pick'em special. That's underdogfantasy.com or in the App Store using promo code HGP for first deposit doubled up to $100, as well as the instant pickup special. Must be 18 years or older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org.
All right, boys. We got 11 game slate set here for Thursday, March 21st. You ready to dive into this or what?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. First game on the docket here. We got the Philadelphia Flyers against the Carolina Hurricanes. Game itself is in Carolina here. Philly on the money line sitting at plus 195. Canes on the money line at minus 238. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off minus 118. The under minus 102. Rye guy, kick us off here, buddy. Your Flyers got a chance in this one or what?
I don't think they really have a chance. I also didn't think they had a chance last night against the Leafs. Obviously, home, the line was not quite this high, and they pulled it out here. But I think the Hurricanes kind of have the Flyers number here, especially at home. The one good thing is Canes are coming back from a road trip, first game back, so this maybe gives the Flyers some type of advantage. Of course, Sean Couturier was a healthy scratch last night. Not sure if he's going to be back in for this one, the captain, and Tortorella deciding to not answer any questions about
genius move by Torts.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's going to let a fire on. It's going to let a fire under Coots too. He's going to. He needed some time off. Like, I don't like load management, but like he needed some time off. But
he's a recent captain too. It's not like he's been a captain of the team for 6 years.
The thing, not to go too far deep into it, was like he was named captain a month ago because Tortorella saw that he was ready to be a captain. He was like, you know what, I wasn't going to name anyone until someone presented themselves, and Couturier has done that for us, and now he's throwing that back and being like, he's not done enough. So he's a healthy scratch. But anyway, for this game, lean to the Flyers. I don't think they should be plus 200 right now. I think they're a better team than everyone gives them credit for, even without their defenseman, still without Ristolainen, Sealer, Drysdale, obviously. But, they're hardworking. So I take the under 6 here, minus 102. Flyers have been playing higher scoring games recently, but I know the Canes kind of like to lock things down. And all 3 meetings this season have had 5 goals or fewer. So under 6 here would be the best bet for this one.
Yeah, I like the Flyers quite a bit here. The Hurricanes are playing on Friday as well, so could be some goalie decisions to be made. We'll see if it's Anderson, who's been playing great, as you guys have been saying, or Kochetkov, who's also been pretty solid too. But still, I think that's an advantage for the Flyers. That plus 195, that is a little bit too disrespectful, so giving them. And yeah, I totally agree with the under. I mean, even that Leafs game, I think that the Flyers were excellent defensively, solved the Leafs for a long time until the game was like basically done. Then the Leafs did their thing, and they tried to come back. And in garbage time, when they were a bit sloppier defensively, the Flyers. But yeah, I think the under 6 is a good bet.
Yeah, I'm going against you guys here. I mean, I absolutely love Carolina in this play. Minus 238 is definitely a lot of juice. You can get them at regulation. I think I saw like minus 150 or something. That's a little bit better. 8 of their past 10 wins have been in regulation. 13 of their past 15 have been in regulation. And 17 of their past 20 have been in regulation. So this team finds a way to get it done within 60 minutes. Unreal home team as well. 22-9-4 record. We all know that. They're sick in Raleigh in a 4-game winning streak coming into this too. And then, of course, division games. 13-4-3 the Canes are on the record, as opposed to Philly, who is 8-9-2. Philly has been good on the road though, so give them some credit for credit's due there. But love the Canes in regulation. As far as over under goes, I'm with you guys. I'll take the under in this game. You brought up some good points. The way that the Flyers have been playing, a lot of accountability is taking place in that locker room, and that's what it takes to be a good defensive team. Goaltending has been fine, I suppose, with Samuel Ersson. Save percentage isn't that great, but his goals against average is fine. Interesting to see if Teuvo Teravainen will be playing in this game. I know he's day to day, same with Jack Drury for the Canes, so keep an eye out for that as well. But yeah, love Carolina, love the under. Okay, moving out to the 7 p.m. time slot again. We got the New York Rangers against the Boston Bruins. Game itself is in Boston at the Gardens. Rangers here on the money line sitting at plus 114. Bruins on the money line at minus 135. Over under sitting at 5.5. Over paid off minus 120. The under plus 100 here. This is going to be an absolute battle, dude. Hell of a game. Toffee, dude. Bruins are on a 3-game winning streak. They're so sick at home, too. I love this fucking New York team, though, man. I was pumping them up last show. I think they're the real deal this year. I think that this was the year we might see them make the semifinals and maybe even the Stanley Cup finals. It's going to be an absolute grind, though, in the East for sure. Last time we saw two teams play in December, it was a 2-1 final here, I believe. I'm going to lean the Rangers, man, plus 4-14 as dogs going in there. That can be a little sketchy, but truth be told, they got a lot to play for here in the Metropolitan, man, trying to win that division. Although if you look at it, it almost might pay off to finish second in that division, man.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If you win it, chances are you're probably playing Tampa Bay in the first round. And if you lose it, you're playing like Philly or Washington or the Capitals.
Although if you get the 1 seed, you could get the Capitals. Like that's the ideal situation. You want the Capitals or the Red Wings.
But the way Boston played, this is a big game, I guess. That could factor in too, because if they win, bring it up to 96 points. The Bruins at 97 as well. New York a game in hand. What a fucking mess this is heading into playoffs. But I don't know. I'm gonna ride with the Rangers here, plus 114. Over under. I want to bet the over in this game. The more I keep thinking about it, I don't know if I like that pick as much as I do, but I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to take the over 5.5 minus 120. I think we're going to see some big dogs show up for this game too. We had some conversations in the Discord about Pasternak. Expect him to show up in this game. And then the offensive capabilities that we're seeing from like Panarin and Trocheck. And, you know, some of these guys that we're seeing with the Rangers here have been absolute studs. So.
Yeah, I don't really believe in either of these teams like cup chances this year. I know they're both up there, both top of the East, but I don't know. The Rangers seem to be due for some regression. We saw that against the Jets, even though they outshot them pretty handily there, 41-26. They got goalied a bit. Bruins coming off a big 6-2 win over the Sens, much needed there. Bruins great at home, 23-8-6. Rangers are decent on the road, 21-11-4, but I think the Bruins have more to get it done here. Won 5 of their past 6. Rangers been a little bit more up and down than that, even though they have played a tougher schedule. Also, the 4th game in 6 nights here for the Rangers, while the Bruins are a little bit more well rested. I think that could factor in here in a big game. So yeah, like Boston here, minus 135. Slight lean to the under, but no, I'm not playing the total.
You could say 8 games in the past 13 days. The Rangers still haven't had 2 days off in a fortnight. So yeah, the Rangers are got to be running on fumes. Yeah, nice performance there against the Jets. Came up short. Goaltending has been a big reason why they've been playing well lately. The rest of the team has picked up the slack a little bit, but still, I think the Bruins are getting to real form here. They're a team that traditionally does not sleep around at the end of the season. They go into the playoffs rock hard. They like to win these games down the stretch. So yeah, give me the Bruins here. I like them quite a bit at home against the Rangers, who I think have been a little luckier than not over the stretch here. So yeah, Bruins all the way, and the under 5.5 I think is pretty decent as well, with 2 elite goalies going battling with presumably Shesterkin and Swayman.
All right, moving on to the 7 p.m. time slot. We have the Winnipeg Jets against the New Jersey Devils. Game itself is in New Jersey here. Winnipeg on the money line sitting at minus 125. Devils on the money line at plus 105. The over-unders at 6. Over paid off minus 112. The under minus 108. We were talking about this game a little bit before we started recording here. It seems like the odds are a little juiced here for the Devils. Like
It's a trap.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying, right? Like,
who's the public on?
Exactly, I guess, if that's the thing. The only thing that we kind of thought of was like maybe it has something to do with Rick Bowness not being with the team with the Jets, but I don't know, man. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth and slap its cock, so I'm going to take the Jets at minus 125 here. I don't know if that's the saying, but I'm going to take the Jets minus 125. I think they're the much better team. It is now much better team than the Devils. Devils have been playing better as of late. Don't get me wrong. Not a great home record. Jets have been lights out on the road too, man. 21-10-3 on the year on a 3-game winning streak heading into this game too. Yeah, shit, dude. I don't know. I'm just going to take a minus 125 over under in this game. A little bit of a tough. Have you guys watched the Devils since Jake Allen's been with them? How's he looked?
Oh, he's been massive.
Yeah,
he's been immense. Yeah.
Okay, well, I might lean towards the under 6 at minus 108 if that's the case then, because we all know the shutdown power say. We see Laurent Brossoit has been confirmed. Larry Brossoit has been fucking unreal this year, dude. A 1.99 goals against average and a .927 save percentage.
There's the reason why the line is what it is. It's Brossoit in that.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's fair, but still, he's been good, man. So I don't know. I'm going to take the under 6.
Yeah, I like the Jets here at minus 125. I don't see Brossoit confirmed yet here on Left Wing Lock much. All right,
confirmed.
I'll go with that.
on the score.
On the score there. All right. Well, yeah, it's not really too much of. I mean, there is a difference because Hellebuck's winning the Vezina and Brossois is a backup, but Brossois just coming off a shutout against the Ducks. But he's been playing good backup. Jets have a good defensive system now and get in front of them, I guess. And they're deep at forward now. Adding Toffoli and Monahan at the deadline, I think, are two underrated things that aren't being talked about because no one wants to talk about Winnipeg. But this is a team to look out for in the playoffs, I think, depending who they match up against. Third game of road trip here. Already won in Columbus at the Rangers. Had a day off today to do whatever in New York, and now going to down to New Jersey to play the Devils. So I like them here -125. Devils are 3-7 in their past 10. Wins over Pittsburgh, Dallas, and St. Louis. 5-10 in their past 15 games since that big Stadium Series win against the Flyers. So Jets just the much better team, and -125 is a great price.
Don't have a strong feeling for the side here. I mean, the Devils haven't played better. Of course, Jake Allen solves initially, at least, a lot of the goaltending issues. So that's encouraging for them. They are playing a little better defensively. Luke Hughes has been better lately. Simon Nemec, of course, continues to make strides.
Trade him for old Mark, 1 for 1.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, no wonder that didn't happen. But yeah, no feel for the side here. I think this line is actually pretty fair, especially with Brossois net for the Jets. I love the under 6 -108. This might get a little better too once the Brossois news continues to filter through the market. So you might get a little better number than this -108 on the under 6. So yeah, that's where I'm looking here. I know it's a Devils game. We like to back their overs generally, but lately under Travis Green, they're playing a bit better defensively. And of course, with Jake Allen, that they don't have those crazy Vanacek or Dawes or Schmid just giving up 4 or 5 goals for fun. So under 6 would be my favorite bet in this one.
All right, heading down to the 7 p.m. time slot again. We have the New York Islanders against the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself is in Detroit. Islanders on the money line sit at -108. Wings on the money line at -112. The over-unders is 6.5. Over paying off -102. The under -118. Joel, are you going to toss it this way? I know you were carving Detroit earlier. How's this one going to play out?
Well, it doesn't take a genius to figure out where I'm going here. Yeah, we're unsheathing the swords once again. We're going to war with the fucking Red Wings, the fucking fraudulent team. They're a joke. They're just carried by some random goaltending, and even that's been hit or miss lately. So Islanders, I know they've lost 5-6 games in a row. They're bleeding. They're leaking oil, but I think that they come out strong for this one. Patty Roy is already, he's twitching and jerking on the bench there, trying to restrain his emotions. I wonder if Lou Lamoriello has like some kind of clause with him. Like you can't get too pissed. You can't attack the other coach, but I think that he'll focus that aggression towards his own team here and get them fired up here. The Islanders have been playing better than the Red Wings. They just haven't been getting the results, but I do think that these things even out here. They should be the team that are favored. So give me that Islanders -108. I love them. And the under 6.5, I think, with the Red Wings offense being very weak, they barely mustered. I don't think they'd mustered 20 shots against the Blue Jackets, and most of those were very weak. So yeah, they're just, Patty Kane is actually playing very well. I'll give him credit, but the rest of the team not so much. Still Larkin's still not back as far as I know. So yeah, under 6.5 and the Islanders money line for me.
Yeah, I believe Larkin's playing this weekend at the earliest, so not going to be back for this one. Yeah. Lou Lamoriello might have like a remote shock system on Patrick Roy, where if he shows too much, does anything wrong, he shocks him from the press box up there. But
he'll shave his beard.
I don't have anything really strong for this game. I hate both of these teams. Neither of them deserve to make the playoffs, so hopefully they both fall out. But the Islanders probably shouldn't have lost 5 in a row, and those two most recent losses against the Rangers and Hurricanes, 2 of the best teams in the East. Also a loss, at the Kings after playing the night before. And Detroit's won 2 of their past 3 after losing a bunch, but that was against Columbus and a comeback effort and against Buffalo as well. So if I had to play a side, I would play the Islanders. You can get them at even money right now at FanDuel if you're watching live. But yeah, I'd like the under 6.5 -118. Islanders have scored 6 goals in their past 5 games in that losing streak, and Detroit really can't score too much either. So under 6.5 here would be my best bet.
Yeah, I'll second that under. I know James Reimer's confirmed this game, and that scares me a little bit here. But like you said, the Islanders haven't been scoring a lot.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
For sure. Stronger on the Isles, not as strong on the under.
Yeah. I'm kind of going against you guys here. I'm going to go with Detroit a little bit, man. I know it has been very ugly as of late, but they got to start to right the ship. Larkin, obviously, like you said, not coming back this game, but his return is imminent. It will be soon, and the boys got to step up and start playing some real big boy fucking hockey. Joey, I love that you brought up Patrick Kane, man. He's been having an unreal kind of last I don't know, maybe 10, 15 games. He had a decent year all year together. And dude, it seems like there's a bit of a mess right now on the island. Yes, I know they played some good teams as of late, but Patty Waugh openly coming out against his goaltenders, like fucking saying he's not very happy with Sorokin, and he says Sorokin shouldn't be happy with himself either. So that's a hell of a quote. Absolutely love that. I don't think Lamoriello would have like a shock collar on him. I feel like that would just piss him off more. I feel like he's got like a device that like injects Demerol into him just to calm him down or some shit like that at the press of a button. But yeah, I'm taking the Wings here, man. Wings have been awesome at home, 20, 11-5 on this season. And then, yeah, just the Islanders on a 5-game losing streak. You're kind of seeing these teams flip-flop a little bit. One of these teams in the East has to step up and take this fucking wild card spot, or at least make a push for it. And apparently it might be the Capitals. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to take Detroit in this game, and I'm going to take the under 6.5.
All right, we are brought to you by Game Time. Buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be stressful. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater near you. Game Time app experience is great, has those flash deals, last-minute tickets, easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area. And they give you the images of the seat view so you know exactly what to expect before you arrive. You can buy tickets in a matter of seconds, 2 taps, and you are set. So snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CFBX for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot again here. We got the St. Louis Blues against the Ottawa Senators. Game itself is in Ottawa. Blues on the money line sitting at plus 110. Sens on the money line at minus 130. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Both over-under paying off minus 110 here. I feel like this is kind of crazy, man. I really like St. Louis in this game. I'm not really 100% sure why they're dogs. Bennington's been awesome as of late. We talked about this a little bit on our last show when we were all together. And Jonas Corposalo's been the opposite, dude. A 3.37 goals against average, a .887 save percentage. Sens have been a little bit better at home than they have been at the road. That's fair. And you can say the opposite, I guess, or the same thing, I guess, about St. Louis. They've been better at home than they have on the road. With that being said, they got much more to play for. Like, what's St. Louis here? They're 4 points out of a playoff spot right now next to Vegas. A lot of things have to go right for them to make playoffs, but by no means are they out of it. So, they got a lot of reason to show up here in Ottawa. Although the talent's there, they're just not fucking. Oh, come on, you got to call that, right? Yeah, sorry, distracted by this Leaf game here. Yeah, like get out of here. Ottawa's just been a shit show. They've been in shambles, man. We talked about this the other day. Like they got no reason to kind of play for it. It's almost like they're just mailing in the year and waiting for the season to end, so to speak. So yeah, I'm going to take the Blues here at what I say plus 110. I think there's some value on that. I might even sprinkle them in regulation and just juice the shit out of that number. We'll see. That's probably sitting at like maybe minus 160 or something, or sorry, plus 160. And as far as over under in this game goes, I don't have a great look. I'm going to lean towards the under. Teams aren't really scoring. Ottawa has a talent to score. They haven't been doing much of it lately. St. Louis isn't really an offensive juggernaut team, and goaltending has been fine. So the under 6.5 at minus 110.
Yeah, just another disgusting game here. Blues Sens after talking about Islanders Red Wings. I like the draw for the Islanders game. Going back to that one, I like the draw for this one too. Here, Sens played 3 straight overtime games before losing back-to-back games against the Hurricanes and Bruins. 2 good teams there. Blues are not a good team. Blues aren't good on the road. So yeah, I lean to the Sens here minus 130. I think they are the better team overall. Are dealing with some injuries though, which may knock them down a little bit. Still think that they're a better team. Blues aren't good on the road. So give me the Sens minus 130 and a small play on the draw.
Yeah, Red Wings, Blues, these are a few of my favorite teams.
You hate these teams.
I'm joking. Yeah, shout out to Mud in the chat. Like, this guy is sticking around. He's sticking the mud, we could say, despite the fact that we shit on the Blues all the time. Not so much Talon, but certainly Ryan and I. But he's a major Blues fan. He hangs in there. Yeah, so we still haven't seen a Wild fan. It might take a few more years to get one of those around.
Are there any?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they barely have internet there in Minnesota. So yeah, it's this is a curious game. Normally I'd be leaning towards the Sens, but they've lost a lot of favor with myself. I mean, you could just see the disrespect for the Blues in the market here, having them dogs when they're fighting for playoffs and the Center's like, oh, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
like that's
Atlantic.
insane.
Yeah, that's why the Blues like the number one money line team, because they keep defying the odds. They win these games as big dogs all the time. Anyway, not picking a side here. Give me the under 6.5. Blues goaltending is legit. It's been that way for most of the season. Senators, yeah, they're playing better defensively and all that. They're losing some offense with Josh Norris being out. So yeah, under 6.5 would be my favorite look in this one. Fuck the Blues.
Okay. All right. Moving down to the 7:40 p.m. time slot. That's kind of weird, but we have the Nashville Predators against the Florida Panthers. Game itself is in Florida here. Nashville on the money line sitting at plus 160. Panthers on the money line at minus 192. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off minus 110. The under minus 110 as well. Raga, I'm going to send this one your way, buddy. What's up? We got some pussies against some Preds. How's this going to go?
Yeah, this is one of Joel's dream Stanley Cup final matchups with two Southern teams here, with the Predators and the Panthers.
Betting wise would be great.
Yeah. Panthers, Panthers two tough losses there, back-to-back losses. It's at Carolina, at home against the Lightning, outshot the Lightning 50-15 there. Had 3 days off since then, which may not be the best for them. Might have some rust there. You never know. But the Preds, Preds just keep rolling. 3 wins in a row. Big win over the Sharks, obviously 8-2, but one in Winnipeg, in Seattle before that. Won 5 of their past 6 games, 8-0-2 in their past 10. So they're just rolling right now. Past 10 games, they have the second best expected goals for share, while the Panthers are in the bottom 10 there. So I think the Preds are a little bit disrespectful at plus 160. So I'm taking them there at that. They're fine on the road, 21-10-3. Panthers 21-10-2 at home, so almost identical there. So yeah, give me the Preds here at plus 160. And the under 6.5, minus 110. Both of these teams have been strong under teams this season. So quite like the Preds and the under here.
We have to provide the context for why those XG percentages are what they are, with the Predators playing a very weak schedule and the Panthers playing some of the best teams in the league. But that side, I take your point. The Predators are playing like an elite team, and I just want to say, oh yeah, and Ovechkin scored. Talon and I were talking like if he could reach 30 before the show, and he's at 23 now.
He did 7, like what, 16 games? That could happen.
Yeah. Tough schedule and all that, but we'll see. But I wanted to say, actually, with speaking of the Capitals, Spencer Carter is getting smashed in the market. Like his Jack Adams odds are getting dropped. Like I saw 6-1 at one point. The odds are off the board today. I don't understand at all why this is happening, because even if the Capitals make the playoffs, it's only because of Charlie Lindgren just stealing so many games all season long. Meanwhile, Andrew Burnett has taken this team up the standings. Oh, there we go. Leafs. Sorry, Tom. Keep spoiling it for you.
I'm on a delay. What the fuck, Joel? Shut
up. Yeah, Andrew Burnett has taken this team. Like the Predators were more of a fringe team than the Capitals were. The Capitals had like a 90.5 point total for the year. Predators like 87.5 at best. And he's not getting as much love as Carberry apparently is. Like I don't understand. Just because your team is shit and you make the playoffs at the end of the year. Like the only reason he'd win is recency bias. I mean, I took some a Burnett 150-1 a few weeks ago. No Carberry at all though. So if he wins this, I'm fucking dead. So I'm intensely against the Capitals all the rest of the year because I don't see it happening. What kind of world does he deserve to win the Jack Adams? I don't see it whatsoever. Like the Canucks, if they're probably going to win the division, and they were even lower point total than the Capitals before the season, more of a fringe team. So that's my thought there. But anyway, so that's my concern for the last month of the season. Thankfully, Capitals do have an intense schedule ahead. Yeah, this game, Panthers, I think they're maybe a little priced too highly here at minus 192. Lean that way still, but I love the under 6.5 with the way both teams are playing lately, especially the Panthers, all season long, really. Oh, my word. Okay.
Spoilers. Come on, Joel. That's twice in the same game.
6 fucking 3 Leafs. Let's go. Fuck the Capitals. Yeah, so under 6.5, I think is a lovely bet here. Yeah, bet that.
I'm trying to watch it right now. Nice pass. Holy shit. That was unreal. All right. Yeah, for this game, let's face it, the Preds should win this game, but those goddamn fucking... Or sorry, no, the Panthers should win this game, but those goddamn Preds are so sneaky, and they're so good on the road, dude. 21-10-3 on the road. They're on a 3-game winning streak right now as well coming into this. Florida might be caught a little sleepy in this game, man, and I don't know, they dropped off a little bit. The Bruins are in first place in the Atlantic right now, too, by 3 points. Now, Florida does have 2 games in hand, so something to be said for that. But, yeah, sure. You know what? You're going to give me the Preds a plus 160 here. They've been an awesome road team. They've been awesome as of late. I'll definitely take them. I'm with Jolie. I love the under in this play, though, with what we've seen out of UC Saros. And then, of course, Bobrovsky's been an absolute killer as well. Did you guys see David Quinn's quote today, the coach of the Sharks? No. So they're asking him, so what do you think's left to do for this year for your team? And he's like, I'm trying to schedule a concert where I can cancel and hopefully we can go on a 14-game run. This is an awesome thing to say, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, love the Preds in this game at plus 160. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida went and just beat the wheels off them, man. But I think at plus 160, there's a chance that maybe they can keep that one close. And then, like Joel said, I love the under too. Okay, going to move down to the 9:10 p.m. time slot here. We got the Buffalo Sabres against the Edmonton Oilers. Game itself is in Edmonton rather. Buffalo on the money line sitting at plus 180. Oilers on the money line at minus 218. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off minus 112. The under plus 102. I don't know what to make of this Buffalo team, man. It's almost been Jekyll of Hyde as of late. Every time I see them, they'll either be absolutely unreal or they'll just get the shit kicked and outplayed. So Tuffy, I'm going to go with the Oilers. Keep it simple. Minus 218 is definitely a lot of juice here. Maybe a regulation plays in the mix. I don't know, actually. They've always run overtime games a lot lately. So I hate this game. Over, under. I don't even like anything there. This is a pass for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I lean to the under here. Both teams have been more towards the under this season. Obviously, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's been great in net. The Oilers' goaltending's been better recently as well, with both Skinner and Picard doing well there. So, yeah, lean to the under 6, plus 102. Might end up betting that. And, I said on last show, take the plus 1.5 on the Habs against the Oilers. Of course, I didn't take it myself, and that hit. So maybe Sabres plus 1.5 at minus 130. Oilers aren't really pulling away from many teams. Buffalo keeping things close, but it is tough for Buffalo. 3rd game in 4 nights with travel from Seattle to Vancouver, now up to Edmonton. So I haven't bet that myself, but I do like the draw here, probably around plus 350. Edmonton's gone to overtime 2 straight, 3 of the past 5 of the past 10, and Buffalo needs every point it can get. So like the draw here, but like the under even better.
You just bet every draw on the slate or what?
Only the bad games.
Like a lot of games this time of year, this is a motivation game. It's not so much about the the numbers and the handicapping and all that. It's about which team really wants to win this one. We got the Oilers, who are pretty locked into the 2 seed. I'm not sure that they're capable of catching the Canucks now. I mean, it's possible. They have a few games in hand and all that. Maybe they want to do that. So that's what you got to measure here. And the Sabres, who came off a tough loss against the Canucks, but they did beat the Kraken in the game before. We wonder how much energy they have left in the tank, whether they really think they can make a run to make the playoffs. So that's what you're really handicapping here. Which team really wants to win this game? Because I think numbers wise, it's pretty fair here, but I don't know. I don't know which team wants to win this game more. So I'm going to totally pass on this side. But the under 6, I think, is the way to do it, as Ryan was saying. Talon was saying, I don't know. One of you guys was saying the under 6. Ryan.
I thought we both said it, no?
No, I passed.
All right. So, yeah, the under 6, I think, is good with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen back in net. Sabres playing good defensively. Oilers playing okay defensively. And, I don't think that they're too interested in lighting up the Sabres here. So, I haven't bet this game, but if I had to bet it, I would bet the under.
Dude, I'm sorry. The refs got to lighten up on these penalties here. Like, Washington should not be shorthanded as much as they have been in this game.
They're preparing for the playoffs. Everyone's preparing for the playoffs. They love calling penalties in the first round.
I don't know. These are pretty bad. All right, let's move down to the 10 p.m. time slot here. We got the Montreal Canadiens against the Vancouver Canucks. Game itself is in Vancouver here. Montreal on the money line sitting at plus 240. Canucks on the money line at minus 298. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off plus 100. The under minus 120. Canucks on the puck line at minus 1.5 is sitting at minus 115. Jolie, I'm going to toss this one your way here. What's going on with the Canucks?
Well, nice reprieve there from the pressure after a couple bad losses to the Avs and the Capitals. A little bit alleviated there with the win against the Sabres, in which they were the much better team here in Vancouver. Yeah, I think the number is about right, minus 300 or so. But I love the under 6.5. I mean, keep giving me these 6.5 in Canucks games, and the Canadians too. Like they're playing all these under games. I don't understand why this line is what it is. I mean, if you're fading Casey DeSmith, is that why? Because he's been fine. He has been almost as good as Demko really since he stepped up. So yeah, under 6.5. I love that. Both teams are struggling a bit, 5-5 offensively. Canucks are elite. One of the best teams in the league, 5-5 defensively, and their power play isn't exactly lighting the world up. And the Canadians are, their power play is in no great shakes either. So under 6.5 is my favorite bet.
Yeah, it should be an under game here, under 6.5 there. Montreal scored 2 goals or fewer in 5 of their past 6. Vancouver's allowed 2 goals or fewer in 6 of their past 7. Only the Avs scored 4 against them. So could see a Canadians team total under, Canucks team total.
And one of those was a 5-on-3. The other was a power play. And the other one is a 4-on-3. So
there you go, 5-on-5. They've been incredible. So yeah, give me the Canadians team total under in the game. Maybe a Canadians team total under, Canucks team total over parlay. Joel, what are Tocchet's Jack Adams odds now? Because I can't see now. In Pennsylvania, it's no longer a thing.
They're off the board because fucking Carber's getting smashed and Burnett presumably. But last I saw, he was like minus 450. He'll still be around that, but those guys are really falling for whatever reason.
He should have it locked up. But yeah, for this one, Canucks maybe on the puck line, but play the under is safer.
Oh. Holy shit. Tommy Wilson just high sticking guys in the teeth and trying to say I didn't do it. I love Vancouver in this game, man. Julie talked about it. Some teams have a lot more to play for. And even though Vancouver is sitting at first in the Pacific, they definitely do. They want to win that whole conference, man. Because if they don't, you don't want to get stuck having to play the Golden Knights in the first round of the playoffs, dude. Especially if you win if you win your division. They got 1 point right now on the Jets and on Colorado here. So this is still some important, relevant hockey that needs to be played from Vancouver right now. I'm going to take them. Obviously, what is it? Fucking minus 298 is definitely way too much. I'll be looking
not for Archer.
Yeah, maybe not for our boy Archer, but I'll be looking for like a Vancouver team total or something. I imagine we'll see Sam Montembeault in net here. Sam Montembeault, who notably is not as good as Ilya Samsonov. I'm just going to put that one out there. So
I'll take the bait last night.
Nope, did not do it. I will be taking Vancouver on the team total and then Vancouver even on the puck line at minus 1.5 and minus 115 here. Over under. I don't hate the under with you guys on this one. Casey DeSmith has played well. I think it's his numbers are they don't really show how well he's been playing lately because he struggled a little bit to start the season, but he's been making some big saves in there for that team. So I don't know to say he's been better than Demko, but geez, Joel, that's a bit of a stretch. But he's still
I said almost as good. Like he stepped in, he's been good.
He's been adequate. I'll give him that. He's been adequate.
All right, we are brought to you by Champs. Champs is hosting a free March Madness bracket contest for a chance to win $1,000. Plus, if you host your own March Madness pool on Champs, you're getting an extra free entry into the contest. Head to sportsgovernpodcast.com/champs. That's sportsgovernpodcast.com/champs. And of course, Hall of Fame bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this season with Hall of Fame bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
How do you argue that you didn't swing your stick and smoke him in the face? I'm sorry, Tom Wilson is blowing my mind right now. All right, moving on to the 10 p.m. time slot. We have the Chicago Blackhawks against the Anaheim Ducks. What a garbage game. Game itself is in Anaheim here. Chicago on the money line sitting at plus 105. Anaheim on the money line at minus 125. The over-under is at 6. Over paying off minus 112. The under minus 108. Oh, this sucks, dude. The Ducks have been so bad lately. They're 2-8-0 in their past 10 games. They've been absolutely horrendous at home this year. 10-24-1, which is just brutal. They're on a 7-game losing streak going into this game. Shit, man. I hate it, but I think I'll take the Blackhawks as dogs here, plus 105. They're 5-27-1 on the road here, though, so I don't know either, man. Shit. I guess give me the... Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. Give me Chicago. Maybe Bedard will have himself a game or something stupid like that. Over under. Christ, man. I don't know. Neither team can score. The 30th and 31st in the league, and they're also 29th and 31st for goals against. So shit game. Give me the over. Give me the Cox.
Yeah, I can't bet the Blackhawks on the road. I can't bet the Ducks as favorites here. So pass it on the side. But I do like the under 6 at minus 108. Mrazek has been good enough for the Blackhawks in most games. The Ducks, Gibson and Dostal have both showed that they can stop some pucks. But, might be some more open hockey. This was originally my total for Lock Dog total, but I did change that. But I did still bet the under 6 at minus 108.
Don't care about the side. Blackhawks are shit on the road, and the Ducks are just shit in general lately. They can't score. But it's a shit game. I was like Talon was saying, like these teams are they're done for the year. They just want to entertain the fans. Like even people they're still going to Ducks games, so why not just give them a show? So Ducks going to open it up. Blackhawks going to open it up. This one's going over. We see a lot of these towards the end of the season. 2 bad teams out of the playoff mix. They just want to entertain. So yeah, over 6. I love that. I don't care about who's in net. Both teams will just be going at it.
All right, moving on to the 10:30 p.m. time slot here. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning against the San Jose Sharks. Game itself is in San Jose. Tampa on the money line sitting at minus 360. Sharks on the money line at plus 285. Bolts on the puck line minus 1.5 is sitting at minus 142. Over under is 6.5. Over paying off minus 112. The under minus 108 here. I love the Lightning here. I'll take them on the puck line minus 1.5 at minus 142. They're on a 4-game winning streak coming into this. All 4 games have been won by 2 or more goals. 4 of their past 5 have also covered the puck line, and I think like 8 of their past 10 they have as well here. So going to take Tampa Bay. Also probably looking at a Tampa Bay team total, and then maybe the over in this game, man. Let's see if Tampa Bay can open up and light the tires here, or light the fires and kick the tires, or do whatever the fuck it is. Shoot the puck, McMahon, you piece of shit.
Yeah, lightning puck line here, minus 142 isn't high enough. This will get higher by puck drop. 4 straight wins, all by at least 2 goals against 4 playoff teams: Flyers, Rangers, and at the Panthers, at the Golden Knights. They had, they played a few games in a row. Then they had 4 days off. They played 2, had 3 days off, and they've just been on fire since then. So love the Bolts here on the puck line, minus 142. Maybe a Bolts race to 4, race to 5 here, because the Sharks just allowed 8, 5, 4, and 6 in their past 4 games. So Bolts in the over here.
Brian said it. The Sharks have been bet against aggressively the last few games against good teams. The odds will definitely rise for the Lightning, so you want to get in that earlier than later. Sharks have just hit the eject button on this season. They're worse than the Blackhawks now. Absolutely pitiful team. So they're useless. Lightning all the way. minus 1.5, minus 2.5 if you want the plus odds, and over 6.5 if you think the Lightning can score 7 goals. I mean, the Sharks have actually been scoring a few in these games, but they're still getting like lit up on the other side. So lean to the over, but much stronger on the Lightning puck line.
All right, final game on the docket, 10:30 p.m. time slot. We got the expansion series. We got the Seattle Kraken against the Vegas Golden Knights here. Game itself is in Vegas. Seattle on the money line sitting at plus 160. Knights on the money line at minus 192. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off minus 108. The under minus 112. Just saw this game a week ago, man. These teams are always pretty feisty and pretty heavy games when they play each other. It was a 5-4 win for Vegas. I think, like I said, it was like 7 or 8 days ago or something like that. I think Vegas needs to start getting their shit together here. Holy Christ, Tavares, nice goal. They got to start getting their shit together. Minus 192 is a little bit of juice. I don't know if I love that. I don't know if I have enough balls to bet Vegas in regulation in this game either, though. So, yeah, I guess I would lean the minus 192. Over under in this game, definitely looking for the over here at 6 at minus 108. I know both teams' goaltending has been fine this year, and I know Seattle doesn't really score a lot of goals, but yeah, I think all stats go out the window when it comes to seeing these two teams play, and it's just some good old fashioned fun hockey, man. So give me the over, give me the Knights.
Yeah, just saw this game midst of a 5-game losing streak now for the Kraken. Going on the road now to Vegas, who's lost 2 of their past 3. I don't know if they're going to lose back-to-back here at home, though. So I do like the Golden Knights. Minus 192 is kind of juicy. Maybe use them as a parlay piece with one of the other big favorites to get those odds down, like Lightning or Canucks or something like that. But yeah, Vegas is the side here. Seattle, past 10 games, had the 3rd worst expected goals, 4%. Vegas is healthy now. They're just missing Hurdle, missing they have Pietrangelo is questionable with an illness. So I'm going to wait to see if he's in before betting the Knights here. But I do like them minus 192 and a lean to the over, but no strong feeling there.
Right. You said we just saw this game, and the Kraken are very small dogs in that one. I know they're at home, of course, but this is a pretty dramatic move towards the Knights here on a few game sample size in between them. I guess it's understandable considering the fact that the Kraken have looked like utter shit since then. They were the better team in that one, so that leads me to want to bet the Kraken here plus 160. But the Golden Knights were the better team against the Lightning. They probably deserve to win that one. So yeah, I'm going to sit this one out in terms of the side. I'm probably sitting this one out in terms of the total as well. But I like the under 6 if I had to bet this game. Just Kraken have struggled to score, and the Golden Knights. Yeah, I mean they only seem to score when they're down 2 goals. Like that's the way they go. So, and I don't think the Kraken are going to go up 2 against them. So, I mean that's what happened in the last one. It was 4-2, and then the Golden Knights scored 2 there in the last 5 minutes or so. Unfortunately, but yeah, I got nothing for this game. This is just under or nothing, I guess.
Let me preface this that when it's 10:30 at night tomorrow, and the only other games on are Tampa Bay, San Jose, Chicago, Anaheim, and Montreal and Vancouver, you will be betting this game somehow. I guarantee it.
Just ladder the Lightning team total and just watch that one and hope they can.
No, but just
put up 10.
I'll have an emotional investment in Golden Knights missing the playoffs and a betting investment. But the Golden Knights missing the playoffs would be absolutely beautiful. So I don't have to bet this game. I want the Kraken to win, no doubt.
Fair enough. You're a bigger man than I. All right, consensus plays. What do we got here, gentlemen?
All right, we have the Flyers Hurricanes under 6 minus 102, Boston minus 135 against the Rangers, Jets Devils under 6 minus 108, Islanders Red Wings under 6.5 minus 118, Predators Panthers under 6.5 minus 110, Canadians Canucks under 6.5 minus 120, and then Lightning puck line minus 142.
All right, let's move down to our lock dogs and totals here. Current standings, Joel Meyer has a record of 57-57-3, up 2.68 units. Myself with a record of 56-61, down 7.35 units. And Rygar with a record of 51-65, down, or 51-65-1, down 14.53 units. Jolie, kick us off here, my man.
Yeah, you're quickly catching me there. The gap seemed unsurmountable.
Filling holes, baby.
That's right. We're going with the Islanders money line here, minus 108. Pretty clearly my strongest play, based on what I was saying earlier. The Red Wings are frauds, but just watch them score with a minute left in the game, and Patrick came to win it in overtime once again. My dog, I bet this money line, but for the purposes of the show, Bruins regulation plus 110 because I can't find another better plus money thing out there. I think that they are a much better team than the Rangers, especially at home. So give me them to finish the season strong. And the total, we're going with the Canadians Canucks under 6.5 minus 120. This could also kind of qualify for a lock because I'm very strong on this one. I don't think that this total should be 6.5 at all. Maybe like a juice under 6. Both teams have solid goaltending, excellent defense in terms of the Canucks, and both teams are not exactly great offensively lately. So under 6.5 in the Canadians Canucks game, minus 120.
For me, my lock is the Jets minus 125 at the Devils. The hit for me as my dog last show against the Rangers. Hopefully they can do it again here. Just a much better team. Don't think the Devils have too much to play for here. My dog are the Predators plus 160 at the Panthers. Panthers are the better team, but Predators should not be plus 160 here. They've been hot recently. They've been good on the road. And my total, switch that to Predators Panthers under 6.5 minus 110. Should be a good goalie game here. Should be a good defensive matchup.
Love that.
Yeah, for myself, for my lock, Tampa Bay on the puck line versus San Jose at minus 142. This is a little bit of juice you're playing, but I'm expected that you'll see it get even higher as we get closer to puck drop. For my dog here, St. Louis versus Ottawa. at plus 110. I know you guys think Ottawa's the better team and that St. Louis just sucks, but I don't think St. Louis is that bad. There's some talent on the team here, and they have been good, not on the road, but they have been good as of late with Binnington and that just kind of carrying the load. Then for my total, Jets, Devils under 6, minus 108. Going with my boy Larry Brossoit. Hopefully he doesn't kick me in the ass. We've been good to Larry. And Larry's been good to us on this show, man. So hopefully you can have another stellar performance. We can keep this game under the number here.
I still haven't seen Brossoit confirmed anywhere, so everyone give Talon the toilet emoji if
it's at the score, okay? Fucking, why don't you go open it? Like, do you want me to screenshot it and put it in, send this to you? Like,
well, no, I believe that it says it at the score. I don't see no one tweeted about it. There's none other goalie starting websites have them out there, so.
Usually there's a source, like they'll list the source of who said
this.
this.
Of course, when I say it, it can't be true, but fucking when your little nerdy stats fucking website does it, then it's all different. Go fuck yourself. Go build a graph on him starting. I'll be sitting here waiting.
All right.
All right. Anything else you want to add here or what?
I don't think so. No.
No, that's good. All right, let's wrap this one up. All right, we go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast at our website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. 11 games for that's going to be sweet. March Madness doing its thing as well. Baseball started apparently. What else? Basketball still doing its thing. I see a lot of people talking about that. They're pretty enticed. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, man. You find all that information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out. Listen to the other shows. Everybody kills it. Read the articles. Check Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. It's playoff time, baby. So be sure to, keep your finger on the pulse when it comes to all that. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord, man. It's an absolute blast in there. Everybody's having a good time, having some good conversations, some good debates in there last night as well. So it's awesome. It's the place to be, man. If you want to get in there, reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction, or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer when he's not busy just pumping out unreal websites, and pumping out a little something else. So be sure to take a little bit of time to get you in there and get you tell you everything you need to know. Or what you can do is just go to the fucking custom shirt store and, get a custom shirt that says, "Hey, Joel, how do I get into the Hockey Podcast Discord?" And he'll get one back that says, "Hey, this is how you do it." And, there you go. You guys can have a ball.
9.5 out of 10. That was a good one.
Yeah, get in the Discord. Follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Subscribe on YouTube. Seen a lot of our YouTube subscribers recently, so we like that. Subscribe on Apple as well. Leave us a 5-star rating and review, saying some nice things about us. We feel good going into the playoffs, and all that good stuff there.
Hell yeah, man. All right, everybody. My name is Talon Jenkins. You can find me on Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at RGilbertSOP.
And I'm Joel Meyer, and I guess you'll find me here tomorrow night. Although these guys will have to drag me away from the madness because it all gets started tomorrow, baby.
You're the one that wants to do this next show tomorrow. It's for your tier rankings.
Oh, fuck. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we could talk some Stanley Cup madness, too.
Hell yeah, man. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.